afternoon, Camp Davy Crockett.
I'm Hayden.
And I'm Zeph.
And I'm Erica.
And welcome to the Camp Davy Chronicles. Hi, Erica.
Hi, Hayden. Hi, Zeph. How are you today?
Good. I figured that we would start it kind of like we did the staff, like one-on-one interviews. Just hi.
What?
Remember during the summer?
Oh, yeah. Those are fun.
You've already tried to block those out of your memory?
If you don't know what we're talking about, go to our YouTube channel, and it has an interview with almost every staff member from this summer.
Yeah. Yeah, specific the two that we missed, or the three, whatever, both, well, at least one of them mentioned, hey, you missed me, and got really upset about it.
Did they?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was Jeff.
Oh.
We're sorry,
well,
Jeff.
Sorry you left before we got to you.
But, so what's gone on since the last episode? There's been a lot that's happened at camp, it seems like. One of the camp, I'll just answer my own question.
I know Haunted Weekend was last weekend.
Yeah, Haunted Weekend was last weekend. In the spirit of Halloween, which is exciting, there was a haunted trail, which was really cool. Everybody seemed to love the haunted trail. One of the old Camp Davy Crockett staff got married at camp.
Oh, that's right. We had a wedding.
Yeah, Dakota Robertson got married. His brother, Dylan, did not get married. But was there.
Okay. During the Haunted Weekend?
No,
Okay.
This was like a week before.
Okay.
But yeah, nobody
That'd
probably
be
knows Dakota.
Like,
I'm sure outside of this, but like, yeah.
No one at all in the world.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure he has plenty of friends.
Right.
Just we don't know them.
Yeah. But a lot of people probably know Dylan, his brother, because he worked more recently than Dakota did. So.
I mean, even then, though, it's been a good few years. Like,
That's true. Because
we're old staff members now.
His last year was my first year, so that'd have been 6 years ago.
It's a long
Wow,
time.
you are old staff members for 6 years.
It feels like it.
Dang.
But hey, as long as we can make it to 10 years, and then that's it. I'm done forever.
That's your goal?
Yeah.
10 years? Okay.
Yeah.
So we got 4 more years, huh?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So, but I think that's all that happened at camp so far. That's worth mentioning. Of course, Haunted Weekend was a big fun thing.
Yeah, it was 2 weekends actually.
Yeah.
By the time this airs.
Yeah, see, that always messes with my mind. Everybody, yeah, I've never been able to understand that.
So there's this thing called time.
Yeah,
And sometimes it passes just a little bit.
yeah. See, but right now it hasn't.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But yeah, the 2 Haunted Cup weekends, which I think they said there was like 300 people there this weekend, counting staff.
Yep.
And there'll probably be about 300 there next weekend.
Yep.
So that's like 700 scouts.
That's right. That's a good thing.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Out and camping. Cub Scouts, actually.
Yeah, I know, which is awesome that there's that many Cub Scouts that are willing or like have that much enthusiasm to go to camp.
Camp is a great place. I don't know if you've been there, but you should go if you haven't.
Camp's a happy place.
It is a happy. Except, okay, this past weekend, which would have been like 3 weekends ago, the first Cub Haunted Weekend, I was terrified everywhere I went because it seemed like I was going to get scared like every moment, but I didn't. I didn't get scared once.
Wait, you're saying you didn't get scared once, but you're also saying you were scared the whole time.
Yeah,
I know.
because subconsciously, I was afraid there was going to be like this little scout that was just going to jump out and scare me. And so like I would go into the headquarters at night and there would be nobody there. And I would be walking around the corner and be afraid that I was just going to get like jump scared.
So you were scared of being scared.
Yeah, the whole weekend. And I probably will the next weekend too.
That's called phobia.
Sure. But yeah.
Very cool. Were you doing the shooting sports?
Yeah, we did archery, wrist rockets, and BBs.
Yeah. Did you get all the whole workup? Have either one of you have heard Rodney's whole workup all the way to Haunted Weekend that starts like in June?
What?
I don't think so.
Yeah, Rodney Watson starts designing what he wants to decorate camp like and starts purchasing things on Amazon from the month of June all the way up to when Haunted Weekend happens. And we get snapshots of all the things that he wants to do. And did you see his post where he was looking for a hearse?
I didn't see that.
He was looking for a hearse.
I know that camp looks really good because he's got stuff absolutely everywhere.
That seems like too much commitment.
From
I'm sorry.
from the sign in.
Yeah.
And then he was looking for a coffin. I don't know if he found the coffin.
I don't know. There was little like fake coffin like that were just like nobody fit, but yeah, it was really cool. The camp, I'm telling you, it's scary.
It's amazing. Mm-hmm. Rodney goes overboard just a little bit,
and he always is the best dressed. Like
he's a pirate this year.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I've asked him probably 100 times last weekend what the pirate's favorite letter was. And he always had a different answer because he could go switch it up on them. Because if they say R, you say it's C because from the C, but if they say C, then it's R, and so you just switch it.
He knows how to play it.
Yep.
Choose your own joke.
Yeah, pretty much. He surely wasn't annoyed by that all week.
He's got a whole nother weekend of it.
We need a picture of him in his pirate gear.
Yeah,
that would be good.
Garb.
Yeah, you can go if you want a sneak peek and look at. They did a promotional video with him and Selena that dressed up, and he does a full pirate accent and everything.
Mm-hmm. Full it's costume.
Really funny.
It was hilarious because he walked through the office in his costume. It was one of those where you were looking at your desk and you looked and you went, "What?"
Yeah, it was really good. That was probably the best like promotional video that he's done so far because he's done a couple of them. They're really good. So
cool.
He should be on here.
I was going to say we should have interviewed him.
Like, hey,
who's this person?
This is Erica.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Last I checked, at least.
Yeah, we did have to discuss, make sure that you had the right name when you said that. Hi, this is Erica for the beginning.
Yep.
I didn't want you to. We actually
give a different name.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Because I could identify a different way.
if you had just said I'm Rodney, I might have believed you.
Rodney's a hard person to like. Like I don't think I could convincingly like be Rodney.
Okay, yeah, you stopped in the middle of the sentence, but it sounded like you said he is a hard person to like.
Yeah, no, that was it.
Rodney, I hope you're not listening. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Rodney, you're easy to like.
Yes.
Yeah, that is true.
That's true.
The only problem is, the only complaint I would have about him is that Rodney and Ronnie were there this weekend together. Oh. And that's terrible for somebody who can't talk. Because I have to think through both names when I talk to them.
It's confused, apparently.
Yeah. And then sometimes they're in the same room, and I don't even talk to them.
I'm so sorry that you had to think, Hayden.
I know.
That must be really strenuous. We're off to a great start.
We're off to a great start.
So now what?
I think we should find out more about who Erica is because, I barely know.
You barely know who I am? My name's Erica Audette-Shotwell. I am the Assistant Scout Executive here for Sequoia Council. I've been here 4 years as of September. I came as the field director. Before that, I was in San Diego as a district director, a district executive, the service center manager, and assistant to the development director.
Wow.
So I've worked for the Boy Scouts for 15 years.
That's a lot of
Has it really been? You've only been here for 4 years? Mm-hmm. I feel like you've been here so much longer.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I feel like it's been at least 5 years.
At least 5 years?
No, but I feel like it's been longer than 4 years. 4 years just seems like it was yesterday. I mean, I don't
really remember San Diego, which is good.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I've heard San Diego was a cool place, though.
It's a cool place to visit. It's hard to live. It's expensive. It has a zoo. It has SeaWorld, too.
Oh.
But it's expensive.
Yeah. But did you go to the zoo, often? Or is it one of those things where you go once and it's like,
Well, when my kids were little, we had passes. So, yeah, we went often.
Okay.
But...
it's all the same animals.
They don't change much.
Did you see that one that there was a zoo in China or Beijing or something that had they were, how do I say this? They had a fake bear, but it wasn't a fake bear. That's just how the bear looked.
The one that looked like it was a person in a suit. That was definitely a person.
No.
Oh man, on Facebook, people were talking about it all over the place. I think it was called a sun bear.
There is a sun bear.
Yes.
Yeah, but when it stood up on its back legs to beg for food or something, it looked just like a person in a costume.
It looked like it had pants. There was a fold in the fur that looked like someone's pants were on. It was there's no way it's real.
It had to have been a person.
But every time I've gone to a zoo since, and I think about, all these animals are fake. Yeah.
They're all fake.
How many times have you been to a zoo?
Animatronics.
Okay.
I mean, I've been to the zoo before, but not like recently.
Not since then. Yeah. Just making sure that you were being honest.
Well, every time I've been to the zoo, I've thought about it since then.
Because it's only been once.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's every time.
I guess.
Right. So, but yeah, so San Diego was cool. This place was cooler though.
This place is cooler. I've actually been involved in scouting for 21 years.
Okay. No, so when you say that, like, I know that you had you have kids that were involved with scouting, I assume.
Yep, my son.
So tell us about that previous experience.
Okay, so Alex is 28 years old. So we joined when he was 7 as a tiger. We were stationed out in San Diego for a while. So we were there. I was his den leader and I was the treasurer of the pack. Oh, wow. Then we moved to Japan. We were in Troop 35 in Japan, in Yokosuka, Japan. And I was an assistant scoutmaster there and on staff as NYLT adult. And then I went back to San Diego when we were in Pack 246 there and Troop 11 and Crew 11. So I was the last volunteer position I had was a crew advisor to Crew 11.
Now, do they have Boy Scouts of America in Japan?
So they have Boy Scouts of America in Japan, but you can only do scouting, like recruitment and all that sort of stuff, inside embassies and bases. Okay. But what's really fun, because we have an agreement with the SAJ, which is the Scouting Association of Japan, that we do joint things together. Okay, that's cool. So the SAJ and the BSA go out, and we had, we did a fall-ish, like a September-ish camporee that was opened up on a base where they all got to come. And then we did our Klondike at the foot of Mount Fuji at one of their camps.
My gosh. That would be so cool.
And it was super cool. Yeah. And it was cold. And we camped in the snow. We did. But it was very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I didn't think about the whole embassy thing being technically American soil. And yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
It would be cool to have Klondike at a place that actually has snow.
Did you guys have, I assume that their like traditions and stuff are different, but like sleds and stuff, or was that not?
They had sleds. Okay. But they were it was snow like you dug down to put your tent down because you had to dig the snow out so you could put your tent down. Yeah. It was cold.
That sounds really cool though. Yeah. Maybe we should go to Japan. You think the council will fund that?
I did it once. I did it once and I don't think I need to do it again. Yeah. But it was fun the one time I did it. Yep.
It's an interesting experience.
We're just asking for a simple one-time increase in the podcast budget to do an episode in Japan.
In Japan?
Yeah, only a couple $1,000 per person. That's got to go.
Yeah. So Alex made Eagle in 2010, and I was able to scout with him all along. We got to do cool things. We did Philmont. We did National Jamboree, and then we went to World Jamboree in Sweden.
Wow, gosh. We just keep adding all these new. Every time that I think I know everywhere you've been, you would just add this new place. Yeah. It's like, wow, that's another place.
Yeah. So what did he do for his Eagle Scout project?
Alex did trail building. So there was a trail out on the property that our charter org owned that was destroyed in a wildfire, which California is known for. So we went out and we built trails. So I literally helped move mountains for my son's project. Wow. And I do have pictures at home or on Facebook where you can see us digging out and moving a boulder that's bigger than me.
Wow.
Because it had to go because the trail had to have a 2% grade.
Yeah, I was expecting you to say that you built trails up the side of Mount Fuji.
I thought you were going to say like something in Tanzania or something like that.
I haven't been to Africa.
Okay.
No, Africa. I've been to Hong Kong, but I visited Hong Kong for Thanksgiving in 2007 when we lived in Japan. And then I've been to Sweden. I've been to England.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
No, but the other ones those weren't scout related.
They weren't scout related.
Okay. I mean, the other ones, as a total, other than Sweden, wasn't scout related. That's where your life went.
Well, yeah, Japan I lived, so we scouted there. But Sweden, we went for Jamboree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's really cool. I hope to one day go to like different places other than here.
But it's nice to come home.
That's true. Yeah.
It is nice.
And like you said, I think that like East Tennessee has this like homey feeling, and with the mountains and everything, it's when you live here, it's a different experience because you get kind of used to it and stuff. And when you go away from it and then you come back, you feel.
So this is very much like I grew up in Minnesota. So in the 80s. So this is very much what my home was like when I was growing up. So it's kind of when I came home, came here, it was like coming home in a way. So it's a little less frantic. There's quality of life. It's not quite so busy.
Right.
It's pretty. It's calming. I love being here.
Which is good. I wouldn't want to live in a big city and like have to deal with traffic, and
traffic sucks.
Yeah, that'd be miserable.
It does. Really does.
But I've been told by multiple sources that you're a really good driver in traffic because that you like
me?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know. I've been told that you know how to like just weave in and out.
Yes, I can weave and maneuver in traffic. Are you being sarcastic that I'm a good driver in traffic?
I don't know if they were being sarcastic or if
so anyway.
It depends on who that is actually the way that one goes. And if it's who I think it is, he's just as bad at driving as I am.
I would agree with that.
Then I know who it is.
Yeah.
All right. So you are the assistant scout executive.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Because Hayden, to be perfectly honest, before this, I could not have told you what Erica's job was. Specific.
Yeah, I just knew. I'm going to be honest. I knew that you were an important position.
Okay.
But and I think that you could agree that there's been a shuffling of like names and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I lost track of everything. Right. I couldn't tell you what anybody does.
Yeah, exactly.
That's okay. I'm here to help. That's what I'm here for.
So, all I knew was that Erica was on council staff, and we wanted to keep the tradition from last year having Anthony to have a council staff for the Halloween because they're very scary.
Oh, I'm very scary.
Yes.
Yeah, we did also.
Scary? I don't mean to be scary.
To throw James under the bus, we asked who the scariest council employee was, and he said that it was you.
Really?
And so, just to throw him under the bus.
You really threw him under the bus, and he's going to be stuck in a car with me tomorrow.
Oh, man.
When did he say that?
The other day when I was talking to him, and I was like, who do you think is the scariest person on council staff?
Why?
And he said, Erica.
Okay, because I feel like I remember him saying this before, so this must be like a consistent opinion that he's voiced.
I think if you heard his reason, that it's a more of like a kind, caring reason, because he's like
a kind, caring reason that I'm the scariest person.
Yeah. I think it's just more of that, like, I don't know how to explain it. You would have to get him to explain it to you.
I will.
Yeah, you should.
I will ask tomorrow.
And it'll be great. And then you'll have to let us know if he makes it back alive.
You know. Yeah.
So what are you?
I can always throw him out.
What are you dressed as for Halloween? Like right now.
I'm a cowboy. I have cowboy boots on too.
That's true, you do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, from Cowboy Action or from
sure. We'll do cowboy action.
Because we dressed up as cowboys for shooting sports every day.
Yeah, you did.
Well, not every day.
Every week.
Every Wednesday.
That had to be hot.
It was miserable. I'm going to be honest.
Hey, but it looked really cool.
It did look cool.
Once you commit to it one week, then you have to commit to it the rest of the weeks. And wearing jeans and a leather vest is not. Don't do that.
Wasn't planning to. What's your costume, Hayden?
I'm Rapunzel. Can't you tell?
Golfer Rapunzel.
Rapunzel?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
I forgot that I was wearing
Rapunzel.
that. Yeah, somewhere over here
it really
golf.
completes
It says
the look,
Possum Trot on it.
That's what they call it in the South.
That's what they call golf.
Yeah.
Possum Trot? Okay.
And I am Conclave Viking, yes. Because I have the Conclave 2020 sunglasses. You said your phone was on silent, Erica.
It is on silent.
Then why did it make a noise?
It made a noise. I'm sorry. Here, put it over there. You can go away. We're good.
Yeah. But they actually did have the Conclave this year was Viking.
Yeah, it was Ragnarok.
Which is why I found this in the OA office. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I mean,
we took that. We traveled with it all the way up there.
This is very small. You can probably tell.
Yeah, it was.
It's tight and it hurts.
I just thought you had a really large forehead.
Yeah, I'm sure it looks very stupid.
Join the club.
Not that. Yeah.
There we go.
Turns too. The horns turn. Anyway.
So we talked about your scouting career.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we talked about a little bit of what you do as your job. So what has been like your favorite memory, like doing scouting here?
Scouting here?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know there's a lot of stuff that happens like on a daily basis with scouting.
I know. One of my favorite memories was the very first haunted weekend in 2019 when I got here. Was first, Greg and Ronald and I convinced Judy that she needed to go from 200 kids to like 600 kids. And it was amazing though. And then the whole Rachel Walsh and I doing, and Carrie Edwards and Valerie doing parking for the haunted weekend with so many people coming it was very it was yeah. But it was fun to see. It was fun to see everybody come and see camp incredibly full.
Right. Now, when you did that year, it was all one weekend, wasn't it?
It was all one weekend.
And so
it was all one weekend.
So full camp.
And we realized it was full. And that's before the dining hall.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, the old dining hall. Uh-huh. Yep. That's probably my favorite one here.
Yeah,
There's others, but that's probably my first one.
I feel like I vaguely remember that. In 2019, I don't know what was going on in 2019. That was pre-COVID. Everything before like 2020, I've forgotten.
That's why it seems like I've been here forever.
Yeah,
because I got here in 2019.
Yeah, must be it. So what is your job?
What is my job?
What does the assistant scout executive do?
A lot. So I manage district operations and I manage membership recruitment. I have my hand in retention. I have my hand in fundraising. And when Greg's on vacation, I take care of some of the things that he usually takes care of.
I didn't know you had that many hands.
I have lots, yeah. Wow. It's okay.
We just got done with recruitment. Are we still in recruitment?
We're finishing up.
So that's one check off the.
But now we're into recharter.
Okay. Well.
We went from recruitment to recharter renewal, and then today we had a staff planning conference, and we're talking about fundraising.
So for a second, I forgot that recruitment was like an annual seasonal thing. And when you said we're almost done with recruitment, I was like, what, like forever?
Not forever.
Okay. Yeah, until next year.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And really, they do recruitment like a lot, even out of the recruitment season.
Yeah, recruitment season is really in the fall when kids go back to school. And Cub Scouts or elementary school age goes back to school. The rest of the year we work on starting new units. We have a number of units we're starting, but. Yeah,
because I remember that's probably my favorite scouting memory is going to the recruiting night and
really,
yeah, because
cool.
when
you were first recruited,
when I was first started scouts, they came to your school just like you do, and they pulled all the kids. At the time it was all the boys, but they pulled all the boys in the cafeteria and they did this big like speech. Okay, the most boring speech ever, but the only thing. Well, the only thing that I remember from that is the guy that was doing it gave us a piece of paper and he said, take this home and fold it over your milk carton and leave it in the fridge for your parents to find, right? Okay. And in my mind, I was like, milk is the best drink in the world.
Of course.
So, even back then, Hayden hasn't changed one bit.
Yeah. And so I took it home and did that. And my mom found it. And then we went to the recruiting night. And that's how my scouting career started. But yeah, I remember that because I was like, this is great. And so, but they also.
I'm impressed that you remember that because that was one of the we've talked about different ways of doing recruitment. We do wristbands where you used to do flyers. So you used to do flyers and you used to be like, okay, so you fold it all up into this and then you're going to shove it into your sock. or you put it in your lunchbox because mom's opening the lunchbox and you take your socks off when you get home so it falls on the floor.
Yeah.
I think you should go back to the milk carton strap.
I also really remember one of my memories is they used to do the foldable frisbees, like they came in like the little circle.
Oh yeah.
And all the kids would get them and throw them on the roof of Gray Elementary School. I bet you they're still there. But you used to be able to see some of them on the awning. There would be like 100 after recruiting night, just frisbees up there.
They gave frisbees instead of flyers, or they gave frisbees and flyers.
They probably I actually think they gave frisbees and they used to do the mini Boys Lives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, mini Boys Lives?
Yeah.
Was it the whole magazine just printed smaller?
It was like cut pages.
Condensed version.
Yeah,
condensed version. Yeah, they don't do it anymore. So if you've got them, they're
I think I still have
collectors
one.
of
I think I have all my Boys Lives from the years.
And they're not Boys Lives anymore.
Yeah, no, they're Scouts Lives.
They're Scout Lives, so they're collectible.
Yeah.
If you're into that.
Because I have one because they used to also put famous people on the cover of them. I mean, that was before my time, but I have some of those.
Right. Okay. So, do you want to do the word of the day?
Yeah. We'll do the word joke. We're halfway.
I think we should do
My
that.
word of the day?
Yes.
Extraneous.
That's a great word.
It is
What
a
does
great
it mean?
word. It's irrelevant details. So the sentence I have is the woman who reported the robbery kept bringing up extraneous details, such as what she had for lunch.
Can you imagine reporting a robbery and be like, but I had a club sandwich.
See, I couldn't react properly because I was so sluggish from the triple baconator that I.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good way to describe the podcast.
Extraneous?
Yes.
The whole thing, or just like
Parts.
75%?
Yeah, 75.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
That was a good word.
Yeah, it is a good word.
Yeah,
It is a
yeah.
good word.
Yeah.
Like the extraneous 10 minutes of a sandwich discussion at the end of the last
That's
episode,
fun.
which was one of my favorite bits of the podcast that we've ever done. But
It was hilarious. If they haven't listened to it, they should, because I did listen to it. It was funny.
Hey, I did whatever day I said that I was going to put bread on the ground. I did do that.
Did you?
Do we know if somebody on the other side of the world
I don't know.
did
no
that?
one
I.e.
reached out to us.
Russia
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like the
or
Indian
Mongolia?
Ocean.
Oh, it's the Indian Ocean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No Indian Ocean inhabitants
Reached
ever
out.
got back to us.
Yeah.
That's a
Except that
bummer.
one fish that kept calling. we put him on the block
Yeah.
list.
I put a piece of bread on the ground and used it for the Instagram picture. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Say that again? You put a
like for when we publish the episode, we always
Right.
do an Instagram and Facebook post and whatever, and I put a piece of bread on the ground and took a picture of myself with it. And
That's why that was there.
yeah.
I did not I saw the picture. I didn't listen to the podcast when it came out a month ago, so I didn't put the two together. I'm sorry.
Man, at least
That makes
that's
sense.
weird.
That makes sense. I don't know.
Hey, it's
Never
supposed
know.
to be cryptic and get you to be like, what's going on? I want
Why should I watch it?
I want
Listen.
to listen to the podcast to find out what's the deal with this bread.
There you go.
Yeah, Erica just saw it, thought you were weird, and moved on.
Well, that's just a given. Like, that's common knowledge.
Or is it more weird that
That's
she's just used to you being that weird that she didn't even question and just kept going?
Oh,
That could be it too.
There's
I
Zeph
don't know.
again with his weird bread obsession. Posting every day.
Yeah.
It's a bread.
Pictures of bread.
That's
No.
what you get if you follow my personal Instagram, which I don't have.
Yep. So, okay, the joke
of the day. I have
Yes.
3 jokes.
Oh, man.
And they're kind of
Okay.
all
Man.
tied together. Are you
Okay.
ready? So one of them, 2 of them I do kind of at times, especially if I'm in a 5th grade class when we do recruitment. The third one I just found this year. So everybody knows this one. Why is 6 afraid of 7?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Why did 7 eat 9?
Oh,
I don't know.
he was hungry.
He needed 3 square meals a day.
Man, math jokes. That's good.
Why does 4 not like 6? Because he's too scared. He's too squared.
Okay.
The second one's the funny one. Yeah.
I like that.
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
because like the 789 joke when I first heard it when I was like 6, that was the funniest joke I heard. So,
Yep.
what do you?
Oh, yeah.
What?
First, I don't know. I had this weird feeling that we'd stopped recording.
Are we still recording?
No. Oh, yes.
Okay. Man.
But I found the second one. And so usually the 5th graders like, yeah, we know that one. But they don't get the second one because they haven't talked about square roots. But the teachers get it.
Right.
And they die laughing. And
Yeah. Why was 0 jealous of 8?
Wow.
Because it had a belt.
Yeah, the 3 square one's funnier.
I just figured we'd keep going with number jokes.
Just to make sure that we're still recording, we should all look straight at the camera right now so that we have a good.
Oh, you just want a thumbnail?
Yeah, we need a thumbnail. We need a more interesting thumbnail. Do something weird. I don't know.
I don't think you get any more weird than this.
as long as there's a frame in the video where we're all looking at the camera, that's good. Okay, there we go. We got something. Hopefully, sometimes they're hard to find when there's 3 people.
That's
hard
true.
to find a good frame. Anyway,
Yeah, we go through that process every time.
yeah. Well, that part's just me. I do that part, but you do the editing. So yeah. Anyway, what do you want to be when you grow up, Erica?
I don't know. I know what I wanted to be when I grew up because it's not what I am now.
You didn't want to be the assistant scout executive.
I didn't even know that was an option.
When you were 6 years old, you didn't say, when I grow up.
So originally I wanted to be a nurse.
Okay.
And then I was a certified nursing assistant for a while. And then I decided I didn't want to do that. And then I wanted to be a teacher. And then I started working for the Scouts.
Okay.
I can see you being a teacher. I can see that.
Especially since I'm scary.
Yeah. I assume that you teach
as long as James is not your class.
Yeah, I assume that you teach math.
Actually, be a special education teacher.
Oh, okay. I can see that as well.
Specifically with reading. Yep.
Cool. I just assumed with the math jokes that...
No, my kids like math and science, and the first joke, why is 6 afraid of 7, is my daughter's favorite joke. Even now, she's 25 years old, and you tell it, and Katie will just start laughing. So when I found the other one, because he was the squared joke, she was like, okay, that was funny. She didn't like the 4 one. She liked the first and the second ones.
Yeah.
So they like math jokes. So
yeah, that's good.
You gotta entertain.
You kind of, I'm gonna have cut the whole notebook. We kind of already asked about your like positions and years in scouting and everything. So let's.
Yeah. So we'll go to the next one.
Yes.
Which is the next question.
Okay. Which was the next question? I don't remember. Yep. I didn't write them down in order. I don't think.
What is your favorite campsite and shelter on camp?
Okay, I really haven't spent any time in campsites, so I can't answer campsite. But my favorite place at camp is the porch under the dining hall.
Okay, the new dining hall, not the old dining hall.
Sitting in the rocking chairs. If you're there early in the morning, it's really pretty, gorgeous, and the deer are out there, and it's quiet and
unless you have
peaceful.
49 of your other friends from camp staff sitting there with you early in the morning.
That's true.
You don't want to be there.
Okay, you have to pick a campsite just from the names, even if it's like whatever you.
I only know a few of them.
Well, what's the coolest one? What's your favorite? What's your favorite animal that we have a campsite named after?
Wolf.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. I can do a favorite animal. That would work.
I think wolf is a common favorite campsite.
Where is
it? We don't even use it as a campsite anymore. Okay. It's on the lake.
Oh, is it by the lake? Okay. Because it's the one where the storms would come in at.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, the storm sort of thing, it'd be a really nice campsite. It's really cool. I feel like this is growing in, I feel like it's just going in my ear. It keeps tickling.
The hair?
Yeah.
With the problems with long hair.
I know. I don't know how y'all do it.
The beauty of it, we can shave that off at the end of this podcast.
That's true. I never thought I'd see a bearded golfer Rapunzel in my life, but now I have.
What was it? Turkey Trot? What was it?
Possum Trot?
Possum Trot, yeah. Or golf.
AKA golf. So what are some of your biggest pet peeves?
Oh. Whining.
Yeah.
Whining is my biggest pet peeve.
Is there a specific type of is there justified whining? Or is all types of whining?
Justified whining's okay. The other types are not.
Okay.
Don't whine.
Yeah. I could agree with that because there's a lot of times where it's just annoying.
Yes,
and,
it's very.
Okay, but how do you define justified whining? Because most whining is justified in the eyes of the whiner.
Wow. I guess I don't know how to.
We're getting deep today.
You are getting deep. I guess it is from the person's perspective justified to whine. It's just that high pitch when they can. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to do it. Yeah.
So camp staff.
Yeah, pretty much.
So camp staff.
Is that all of them, or is there any more?
It's superpower.
Well,
I wrote down that.
I was just talking about your pet peeves.
About my pet peeves? Yeah. Is there more?
They don't have to be.
There doesn't. I don't know. You said pet peeves like there was going to be 40 of them.
No, I don't have that. That's probably the biggest one. Okay. The one that drives me crazy the most.
Yeah.
And happens the most. So that's why I'm
Yeah, maybe you should work with kids. I mean, I feel like
I don't actually work with kids. Well, I work with adults. Yeah, well, and it's the kids whining is fine. It's the adult whining.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. The adult whining.
Okay. That's understandable. Adults should grow up.
Yep.
Yeah. So speaking of growing up, what embarrasses you the most?
What embarrasses me the most?
Yes.
Actually being recognized in front of a group of people. Now, I don't mind talking in front of them and talking about scouting and doing all of that, but being like honored, recognized, because I don't do things for that.
Well, yeah, it can be awkward.
I don't like that at all.
And then like you don't want to go up there and you don't want to smile too much or you don't want to smile too late. I get that. Yeah.
Yep.
I've never had that opportunity, but
I turn bright red. I don't like it. You know what? I don't want to. Yeah.
So, is there a moment in your career for the past 4 years that you can define as what has embarrassed you?
When I actually got promoted to this title.
Okay.
So it was at the June 22 board meeting at camp in the back room, the training, whatever that room is behind headquarters now. I forgot what they call it. Leaders Lounge, training room.
It changes every month.
It was full of people and I was unaware I was getting it. And usually I kind of know most things happening behind the scenes and just know to be quiet. And so we're sitting there, Anthony and I are sitting there and we're taking the minutes we need to take for the meeting. And it comes to the end and Greg is like, we have 3 things and I knew we were going to honor Dale for something. I forgot what the other one, and apparently it was the last one. I didn't know the last one. And because we were surprising Dale, because Dale doesn't like to be honored either. So we were doing that. And then all of a sudden they talked about promoting somebody. And I was like, who's getting promoted? We're promoting somebody? We didn't talk about that. Who's getting promoted? And all of a sudden I hear my name. I'm like, what? And then Jerry Oliver's wife, Sharon, yells, Erica, get your butt up there. It's like, oh. So I turned bright red as Greg and Jerry honored me with the title that I wasn't expecting. So it was just,
Right, yeah. Okay. There's always going to be that one person that just really knows how to lay on the
I know. And I was like, oh, I don't want to go. Okay.
So you said you know a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Mm-hmm. Is there any secret that you can tell us secretly right now that no one knows yet?
No.
Oh.
Well, okay. I can tell you a small. I can give you a hint. So if you notice, the room we're in changed a little bit this week.
I did notice that.
It did.
Right.
Our secret bunker.
Our secret bunker changed a little bit, kind of reversing back, full circle back to what it kind of was before.
Let's clean this place out.
Well, we were going to use it. We were originally going to use it for a meeting space, but we may or may not have an addition coming in the next month.
Fancy.
That announcement will happen later.
It's 100% going to be Tony the Tiger.
It is going to be Tony. Yep.
A full-time paid
person. It could be
person.
Taylor the Tiger.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Taylor, because then it could be male or female.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
Can you imagine a full-time mascot that's just
That'd
around?
be kind of cool.
Because I'm sure 99% of people have no idea what we're talking about. There's a tiger costume in a box on the other side of the room.
And then we use it for fall recruitment.
Right.
So we take it to schools and we take it to joint nights. This last season we had it to Johnson City Mall.
Yeah.
And was at a couple. Taylor came with us to a couple schools to get the kids excited to come join Cub Scouts.
Okay.
And when they're not using it, they store it inside the Camp David Chronicles nuclear bunker because that's the safest place.
Yep.
Yeah, I think if you haven't interviewed people for that position, that you should.
Taylor Tiger will be.
Yeah. So since it's Halloween,
yes.
What is your biggest fear?
Oh.
What are you afraid of?
Failing.
Oh gosh. Okay. Thought you were going to say something fun like bats, and then I could be like,
no, bats don't scare me. Okay, if you want animal scares, snakes. Snakes can go their way, and I will go the opposite direction. They get to choose. I will. No. And then rodents.
Oh. Yeah.
They're not a pet. Sorry, Jennifer.
Bats are almost rodents, kind of.
It's like a
fly. But they fly. Yeah. They don't scurry, and they don't.
Yeah.
That would be terrifying if a bat scurrying at you. Oh my gosh.
They're not really rodents, but in French they're called bald mice.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't fact check that. That's not true.
Yeah. It is. Well, I mean, not French for bald mice, but yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Chauve-souris.
So it translates into bald mice.
Yes.
Okay.
No one knows why. I mean, I'm sure someone knows why, but I don't know why. I mean, they look kind of like mice. I
you just assume when you don't know an answer. No one
knows the answer.
No, I do not know everything. Fun fact.
Okay. So, your favorite trading post snack or your favorite like candy in the world?
My favorite candy is a Baby Ruth.
Oh,
I don't know if we have it at the Trading Post, but I love Baby
We've had
Ruth.
them in the past. I don't think we had them this year.
I don't think we did this year. I think we did last year, though.
Yeah.
Because usually if you have them, I'll get them.
I've seen them in there before. I think it just kind of depends
The
on
Trading Post is dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, like
We got candy, so you got Baby Ruth if you got them. Mike could do the ices, but Baby Ruth, hands down, I'll get it no matter where. But there's always something in there that you have to get.
And it's normally reasonably priced, and so it's like it's on that line.
The t-shirts,
Right?
Katie's
the
done a
Camp
cool
Davey Chronicles official t-shirts.
Katie's done a cool job with some of the t-shirts, so you kind of have to leave a t-shirt. And then we did those cool bags with the old canvas tents. That was actually really bad last year because every time I went, I think I got a different one.
Yeah, I bought every single one they had.
They're cool.
They are cool. I didn't buy any because I couldn't afford them anyway.
I gave them I gave them as gifts, so they were justification of why I didn't buy them for me. They were presents.
Yeah, I did that too. I just didn't give them away.
Yeah. That's
They're a gift to yourself.
What you gotta tell yourself. Yeah.
It's like, I'll get this for somebody.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Somebody could be Hayden.
Exactly.
So what's your not what your favorite? If you could have a superpower, I guess I assume it would be your favorite. But like what's you want to have?
Two that I was debating between:
Pick one.
time travel or invisibility.
Which one? Gotta pick one. No hesitant answers.
Invisibility.
Okay.
I think I could do that one better than time travel.
I think out of the two, I would do invisibility. I feel like I mess up stuff with time travel.
But then to be the fly on the wall, that would be fun.
Yeah.
So invisibility.
Oh, I was thinking like with time travel, be the fly on the wall. Like,
No, but you can't be. You could sit in a room and nobody would know you were there, and you could hear everything. And
right,
nobody
that's
would know you were
true.
there?
What about
or sneak up on people.
Well, see, that's
invisible time travel? Because then you can't miss anything.
then
up.
you can't miss anything. Yeah,
If you're
That's
just,
true.
it's like you're not there. You just get to watch stuff happen.
See,
that's true. See, that's kind of the point. Yeah, that would merge the two together.
Yeah.
but then would you just be? See, I always try to find like a reason that this would be a terrible idea. You're just like sitting, like you are just sitting in a room, like staring off into the space. And you're like soul somewhere else watching somebody.
What? Oh,
When
I mean, okay. If that's how it works, then like get into the safe room, get in the
Wait a
Camp
minute,
David Chronicles nuclear bunker.
wait a minute,
And then
does
go.
time travel only your soul travels, not your whole body travels?
Well, but if it's invisible, do you just like disappear out of
Your
existence
body
for a little
can
bit?
be there and just be transparent or whatever. Like
I don't know.
I don't know.
See, with the whole invisibility thing, I would be afraid that you would bump into something and it would drop. Or, you sneeze or something. And they're like, where did that go from?
See, exactly. That would be kind of fun.
and just because Napoleon heard you sneeze, the entire course of history is different.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know where you like go and you tap on somebody's shoulder and then you run away real quick? That would make that a whole lot easier.
Yes, it would. See?
But if you're doing it through like time travel, then you could use it to like prank Hitler or something.
Maybe change the course of history through a shoulder tap.
You never know.
Never know.
You never know.
Yeah, see, Zeph has this problem with not handing the book over.
See,
I read the question, I hand it over, so that way the flow
The flow
is
goes
good.
back and
but
forth?
he doesn't. He don't get that. Okay, so this one's going to be a fun class, or fun question. Classes taken / classes taught. Now,
your favorite.
yeah, so normally that would be merit badge classes, but because that you've not taught merit badge classes at camp, it can be anything you want.
Okay, so in scouting,
Yeah.
okay, so my favorite class that I attended was Powderhorn in 2010, because that was 2 weekends of nothing but playing.
I've heard.
It's totally playing. There's no, they're like, it's leadership. It's how to plan super activities for bench drinkers. No, you get to play. We went swimming, we went horseback riding, we had, all different kinds of shooting sports. It was fun. That was a fun weekend. Favorite class I attended and then later taught was Leave No Trace Educator. That was a fun.
Yeah, I've taken Leave No Trace. I'm not taking the educator class.
So I could be a trainer, not the master educator person. I'm the middle person. But I like that because I could see how Leave No Trace kind of applies to anybody, whether you're in scouting or out of scouting.
Right.
So those are my favorites.
Cool. So what's your favorite camp story?
My favorite camp. Does it have to be here? Because we already did my first one here. Can I do a different camp story?
Which one?
I have a camp story when I was on NYLT staff.
Okay.
In Japan. And so, the very first bonfire or the very first campfire you do, the staff does, and it's supposed to be at times, at least in 2007, where you were doing an example of what you should do and shouldn't do in campfires.
Okay.
So you want to do it to where you have this big, cool opening, and the boys who were doing it were OA boys, and the OA in Japan. So you wear Native American. We wear Native American regalia here. They wear the Japanese version, which is yakatas, which is kind of looks like a robe kind of a thing. Right. So we had him coming running up a hill with a torch to light the fire. Well, you don't want to hold the fire like down like this, and that's what he was having to do to go through the bamboo. So the fire was shooting up as he comes running. We noticed he was getting faster, and we couldn't figure out why. But then we realized that was showing the way not to start a campfire because it singed all the hair off his fingers.
Man.
Wait, so he was doing that on purpose to educate how to not do it?
No, he wasn't. He was trying to do a really cool one. We ended up turning it into, that's not how you should do that.
Because I was going to say, that would be some major commitment right there. I'm going to teach them how not to do this.
No, we didn't. Yeah.
By burning the hair off my arm.
So that would be my favorite funny story.
Yeah, don't try that.
Camp story. Please don't try that.
Or at camp.
Yep. Yeah.
Or anywhere.
Yep. It's not advisable at all.
Cover all our bases. Don't try it on Mars. Anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, fire won't burn on Mars.
Or future.
There's no oxygen. I'm pretty confident on that one.
Have you been there?
No, but I've seen people.
Who've been there? Can I meet those people?
Okay. What is this question?
It's the one from
JD. Yeah. Okay, JD. Yeah. See, I had to remember it because you didn't remember. What is your favorite quote or lyric from a song, I guess, or movie?
What's my favorite quote or lyric from a song or a movie?
Or a TV show.
Any quote. He just included song lyric as a subset of quotes, but just to get you thinking, I guess. So JD was our last guest from the summer recap episode, and he forgot to ask a question when he was on the podcast, and so he texted it to us later.
Okay. I guess it's Bon Jovi. I don't remember the song because all I can remember it's My Life. It's Now or Never.
Yeah, I'm going through my repertoire of music.
Now, if I had my phone, I could find my favorite quote from Wade Phillips because I can kind of do it. Do you know who Wade Phillips is?
It sounds familiar.
So Wade Phillips and Genevieve Phillips are the family or the couple who purchased and gifted to the Boy Scouts Philmont Scout Ranch. Yeah, right. And so one of my favorite quotes from them, and I'm going to screw it up because I don't have it, but is most people don't realize the opportunity that sits before them is the perfect opportunity or something to that effect.
Okay. Yeah.
They're always waiting for something better is basically what it is.
Oh, okay.
But the opportunity is in front of you here and now, and it won't ever get better. It'll be like it is.
Yeah. It's a good quote.
Yep.
Yeah. At least a good sentiment of a quote that you remember, right. Even if you don't have the exact word.
Right.
That's what you've got the important bit.
Yep.
Cool. So do you have a question for our next guest?
Oh. And the next guest will be around Thanksgiving, won't they?
Yes. Don't say what are you thankful for though, because we'll ask that anyway.
No. Okay. What is your favorite Thanksgiving tradition and why?
It's a good question. I think that's actually what Anthony asked last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say we would probably ask that anyway too.
Okay.
Something that's not explicitly Thanksgiving.
All right. And no thankfulness, huh?
Yeah, nobody's thankful.
Shoot. Question.
I'm still trying to remember what the thought of the day was.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Great question.
That's a good one. And why are you thankful for it?
Yeah.
You can add that if you want to. But if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Yeah. Where would you live? Would it be here?
It would be here, actually.
Okay, we're gonna have to exclude that as an option when we ask it because, like, you know, they just say,
Well, yeah, I get to say that because I've lived many places.
That's true. That's true.
You don't actually know all the places I've lived, so I've lived many places around the country and around the world.
Wait, you still didn't tell us all of them? There's more? Okay.
So I grew up in Minnesota. Then I moved to Virginia. Then I moved to Connecticut. Then I moved to California. Then I went to Japan. Then I came back to California, and then I came here.
Okay, so at least 2.
Yeah. I think I'd go to North Dakota.
Why?
Because there's nothing there.
That's right. There is nothing there. And it's cold. I grew up in Minnesota. It's colder in North Dakota than Minnesota.
But, you know, I just think that it would be a fun experience.
Don't go in the winter. What you want to... So... my brother, my dad, and I, we watch football together via text because we're texting while we're watching football. Right. Okay. And it's funny, the Vikings played Monday night. And so we have this text thread and all of a sudden my dad goes, "It's going to snow here this weekend." And I was like, "What?" So it's going to snow in Minnesota this coming weekend. And he's like, "Is it going to snow in Tennessee?" I'm like, "No."
It's like 74.
It's like 74. It's going to snow? It's October. It's going to snow.
I've seen it snow on Halloween here before. But
like 100 years ago.
It didn't stick.
It didn't stick?
Yeah.
100. But if it was 100 years ago, you had time traveled so you could see it.
It's the Viking.
You weren't supposed to tell me.
It's the Viking.
Yeah. Yeah, football. Sad football in Tennessee.
This year, yes. We won't even talk about that. Let's not talk about that.
Because I don't care.
We're good.
Yeah.
What's the thought of the day?
Thought of the day. See, we had this discussion of thinking about the thought of the day throughout the episode, but I get caught up in talking.
But you did have one, right?
But now
go find it on your phone.
It's on my phone.
Your phone's recording.
Yeah.
You should have told it to me so I could have written it down.
I should.
So, what have the other thoughts of the day have been?
Well, we talked about the bread. We talked about doors and wheels.
So many.
Yeah.
So it could be anything.
Yeah, it's kind of just something stupid to like end off the episode with.
So while you remember it, I will. We can talk about the next episode.
Okay.
The next episode for Thanksgiving, we are going to interview Daryl Fowler.
Oh, that's good. That's a good interview. Yeah. That will be fun.
If you don't know who that is, you'll find out.
Tune in next month.
He is a very fun person. And
he is very fun.
He basically controls my life. So,
does he really?
Yeah, you don't. Okay, that sounds real weird.
We'll talk about.
But Zeph is because he's part of the Jonesboro Rev.
Yeah.
So that's where Zeph's at.
Yeah.
Zeph works at Chick-fil-A.
Oh, so you work for Daryl.
Yeah. And then Zeph's in scouting. Daryl's also so he's,
Wow. So the tie that you didn't know you had last year at Christmas has strengthened and doubled over time.
I guess so.
Because neither one of you realized you were in scouting at the Christmas show.
Well,
I think that's when you both realized you were at the Christmas show.
Right. He had come to camp before to do stuff for us, but I didn't. Anyway.
Zeph was too scared to go talk.
I knew who he was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't.
That's a good one.
I've talked to him all of like once.
He's fun.
I held a ribbon beside him once. That's about it.
Oh, at the Cowboy Action.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, he's our council president. For just to make sure.
Yeah, he's really cool. Seems really nice.
He's really cool. He's fun to talk to.
Yeah.
Good guy.
I think my goal. So since he works at Chick-fil-A, my goal is to see how many times we can get him to say "my pleasure." Yeah, it'll be.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what are you just gonna like give him something to make him give it to you?
I'm gonna give him a sticky note and just repetitively give it. All he'll say is "say my pleasure."
Well, that seems like kind of cheating.
That's like cueing it. You got to do something so he'll say it.
Yeah.
So you got to come up with some good like words for him to say it. Whereas.
I also just want to know if he knows the entire Chick-fil-A menu off the top of his head.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
He should.
You should test him with that.
Yep. We should have a Chick-fil-A test. And
you should have a test yes.
I probably know most of it, at least, by this point.
I don't know. I'll test you all. I'll come up with questions. It's a good excuse to go eat at Chick-fil-A. Maybe he'll bring us some. Yeah. Thought of the day. Yeah, no, I ain't got anything.
So one of the last month's thought was sandwiches?
Yes.
Or bread.
The thing about the sandwich, making the world a sandwich.
The thing about making the world a sandwich.
Yeah, because if you have the definition of a sandwich, it'd be anything between two pieces of bread that are split apart.
Did it actually say literally anything? That was I wanted to ask you that.
Well,
anything
that was
between?
our
Okay,
definition.
because I'm thinking anything. I mean, it could be bread. It could be a hat. I mean, it could be paper. It could be a hat. It could
Right,
be,
yeah. I mean, it's just a sandwich.
Wow. That definition of sandwich is like broadens the whole spectrum of what a sandwich could be.
I know. So since I have nothing.
How about chocolate milk?
What about chocolate milk? I love chocolate milk.
Is chocolate milk better than regular milk?
No.
And does it come from brown cows?
It doesn't. I've never seen a chocolate milk cow in my life. Chocolate milk is not better than white milk. 2% milk is the best milk. And I am 100% confident that if you gave me a glass of skim milk, 2% and whole milk, I could tell you which one they were.
I could tell those apart. Yeah, it's easy.
Oh, you can definitely. Have you ever had milk from an actual dairy farm?
Mm-hmm. I've had unpasteurized, and buttermilk's disgusting.
Yeah, buttermilk's disgusting. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, so
real milk is way better than store milk.
I haven't had it enough to confirm nor deny that.
So is that the thought of the day now?
Milk.
Yep.
That's always Hayden's thought of the day. In his heart of hearts.
Is strawberry milk is milk?
Strawberry.
I don't think I've.
The only thing that's good with strawberry milk is the Powell's strawberry milkshake. That's the best thing. Did you hear how chocolate milk was invented?
How was chocolate?
Because this was a thought of the day. Yeah, chocolate. There was a scientist that was writing a thesis paper on something, and he had a piece of chocolate laying on his desk, and he was drinking a glass of milk and spilled it, and it landed on the chocolate, and then he ate the chocolate, and that's how
chocolate milk came about.
Suppose that's what Google says, at least. So it's got to be real.
Of course.
So
it's on Google.
What do you think about owls and cats?
What do I think about owls and cats?
Either of you. Just to add something original, since all these thoughts have been previous thoughts. We have our owl up here. One of our many owls.
Do you know why we have those owls?
Yes. It's supposed to scare away the mouses.
I know.
No.
That's not it at all.
It's supposed to scare away the birds.
And birds, yeah.
Yep. Because we have birds hitting the windows.
Here we do. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably going to be 40 of them outside though.
That's why he has to go back outside.
Well, yeah, obviously I'm not gonna
I know
permanently
that birds know if something's fake or not because it moves, and so to make those work effectively, you're supposed to move them around.
Yeah, I know.
But we don't.
Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But the cat actually moves.
Yeah,
that's true. It does.
If you plug it in, he'll move and he'll get light up. He'll light up.
Yeah, I hate cats.
Yeah, we legally borrowed that from Anthony. The cat.
We borrowed it.
Yeah.
It's going back.
I said legally.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You use the cat to scare away the mouse.
Cat was scare away mice.
Yeah. I wish you were dropping all that stuff.
I know, on my head. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm careful.
Any questions for us or anything? Any final thoughts before we close?
What was your favorite summer camp memory from this last camp season?
That seems like too big a question to ask in like the last minute of the podcast.
No, we're answering it now.
Okay.
This last summer, probably.
Oh, I know what mine was.
Like a simple give me an answer. It's Cowboy Action. With getting to open it and getting to see the kids actually go through it and get to see their faces, because it was something that we've never done before, like not close to anything that we've done before. And especially like that morning on Flags when you would walk out in like your full cowboy stuff, because all the kids would be excited, like you were
a rock star,
right? Yeah. And so I think that was probably my favorite memory from the summer is getting to present that as our new thing.
So my actual favorite thing is not what I thought of when I said I know what it is, but my actual favorite thing would have been getting to look after the snake from the TWRA.
You're brave.
Yeah, I loved her. I still love her. Anyway, Amelia and
you didn't even know her
no, I did. I was thinking about the next thing, but I was like, no, I have to say her name before I go. Amelia, I miss you. But my favorite like moment memory is the code blue that ended in like 30 seconds. Which we told that story before.
Yeah, but that was also a good one.
Yeah. Anyway, do you have any thought, any encouragement or advice to leave our audience with?
Oh my. I guess keep watching and don't forget to come out to Camp Davy Chronicles.
Yeah.
come out to Camp Davy Chronicles?
At Camp Davy Crockett.
I guess so. You never know when you'll see us.
You
Live
never know.
episode.
Live episode at Camp Davy Crockett.
Could
be
happen.
coming.
Could happen
sometime in the near future.
Maybe that's the behind the scenes information that you couldn't tell us earlier. We don't even know. It's already been scheduled.
They've put in a ton of like offers for different things they would like for their podcast, so you never know what that could end up being.
Sure.
Even a trip to Japan.
Even a trip to Japan. In February.
Is that the best time to visit Japan?
That's when you do Klondike.
Oh, okay.
The best time to visit Japan is actually in the spring.
Okay.
When it's cherry blossom time.
Okay. Then we want to get on the spring. Yeah.
Then you can't do the Klondike thing.
We can call them. We'll find a way. We'll call them and have them reschedule.
Well, anyway, it's a great day to be a scout at Camp Davy Fun. Or Japan.
Yes, yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Camp Davy, Japan.
Camp Davy Chronicles. It's a podcast about Camp Davy Crockett.